Hey, how's it going, Multi-News? Thursday, 3rd of February 2022. Look front the paper as always. First up, New York Times. Funeral flat police officer died the other day. Over on the right, Russia. Down here, Afghanistan border crisis. 4 to 5,000 people crossing into Iran every day. Wall Street Journal, same funeral again underneath that. Russia. Over on the right, Meta shares line go down. $175 billion might be wiped from their market cap. Wow, crazy. That's more than half of Elon Musk's net worth. It's quite a lot of money. Speaking of Elon Musk, PayPal line go down 25%. Okay. National Post of Canada, Aaron O'Toole ousted as leader of the Conservatives. So long. Thank you for your service. Grandma from Cuba, big story there today. It says the revolutionary government denounces the validity for more than 60 years of the economic, commercial, and financial blockade formally imposed by the United States on February 3rd, 1962. So 60 years today. No quote from Fidel down the bottom, but a couple of weeks ago there was a quote that said, no blockade, no matter how big, can defeat us. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Fidel. South Africa, corruption, Jerusalem Post, world on the verge of anarchy. Superpowers need to act now. Yeah, I hope they do something about that. Tehran Times, there's a big, strong IDF soldier with a gun in his hand, putting an unarmed miner into a headlock. Over on the left, Mexico is suing a couple of US gun makers for $10 billion for trafficking guns to the cartel. Hope that goes well for them. The Hindu, politics, the Australian brothers in arms turn on VC hero. This guy, Ben Robert Smith, is suing 3 different newspapers for defamation over a series of reports he alleged are defamatory and portray him as committing war crimes, including murder. He was in the Australian Army, served in Afghanistan, and this court case is ongoing. And yesterday, a guy who served with him, a guy who was in the SAS, said that he shot dead an unarmed civilian outside a compound. An elderly man threw him to the ground, turned him onto his stomach, and shot him 5 times in the back with a machine gun. Irish Examiner, Roy Keane, still alive, good to hear it. War in Russia, down the bottom, civil servants' pay line go up. Irish Times, people celebrating the 100th anniversary of Ulysses. I guess none of them probably ever read it. Underneath that, order to halt Northern Ireland port checks breaches international law. Edwin Poots in the north has said they're going to stop the checks on goods coming from Great Britain into Northern Ireland. This is an obvious breach of the Brexit deal, etc., etc. A lot of people think it's just a stunt. I also think it's a stunt and it probably won't happen. Irish Daily Mail, lifestyle, civil servant pay line go up, celebs. Irish Sun, bit of thirst posting on the left. Speaking of thirst posting, pint of pain. That's not talking about alcoholism, it's talking about pints costing more than a fiver because of inflation. Up the top, Leo backs our campaign. Okay, what's the campaign? Backs our Call This Out campaign to tackle everyday sexism. Okay, I wonder would he back a campaign for rent controls, considering that he personally rents out an apartment at more than 25% above the recommended rental price. Belfast Telegraph, football halting the port checks. National is from Scotland. Gove calls for Lords to sit in Scotland. Michael Gove is the Minister for Levelling Up, and they released a Levelling Up white paper and they said the House of Lords should move to Scotland. I love this bit of the headline. How about no? Scotsman, story there about a football club signing on a convicted rapist. Not good. Financial Times, funeral for the police officer, cost of living. Google have developed an AI tool that can write its own computer code. That's good, not worrying at all. The Guardian, ongoing Met Police scandal, ongoing Boris scandal. Times, Russia, council tax, illegal Botox. Okay. Daily Telegraph, cost of living crisis. There she is, future Queen of England, out and about. She's now the patron saint of English rugby, so they're clearly showing her how to do it. And whenever there, she's still the niece of Prince Andrew, involved in an ongoing court case alleging he raped an underage girl who was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. P-file billionaire finds out did not count out. R.I.P. Little mention in the Olympics. Over here, culture war alert item. Why hasn't Jacko been cancelled like J.K. Rowling? I guess maybe because Michael Jackson was a likeable figure and actually made some decent art. Independent 4 stories on the top. Levelling Up. Joe Rogan. Dozens die in Delhi streets in cold snap. Okay, sorry to hear that. R.I.P. Over in that, football. Picture there from an embedded journalist on the front lines in Ukraine. Thank you for your service. Down the bottom, Boris. Daily Mail. There's Kate again. Energy price line go up. This is the actual cover of the Daily Mail that was released today, but last night when I went to the website where they published the papers, some sleepy journalist, maybe a bit overworked, put out this front cover of the Daily Mail, which was just solely this press photo of Kate. I think this speaks better to the Daily Mail. This is what the front of the paper should be, just an image, just one image. Daily Express, 2 queens for the price of 1, old queen, new queen, future queen. Boris, Ukraine. Daily Mirror, Ukraine on the brink. RAF red alert as Prime Minister calls Putin to war on Gamble. So they've drip this thing into the papers that they've said, oh yeah, the RAF intercepted 4 Russian bombers and they're buzzing around up there. Newsflash gang, they're always buzzing around up there. When that info gets released into the newspapers and is on the front page, that's because that information is advantageous to someone else for that to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Down there, price of stuff line go up. iNewspaper, Levelling Up UK, Russia. Metro, there's Kate again. Putin gives Boris a buzz, okay? Talking about intercepting planes, whatever. Daily Star, some kind of thirst posting. Squeaky bomb time. Everyone a bit jittery about World War III. I'm not a bit jittery about World War III because World War III has been going on for a long time in the likes of Yemen and Syria. I guess it's only really considered a world war when it happens in Europe. Anyway, it's still no global times, which I'm a bit disappointed about this week. There will be no regular edition of Newsact tomorrow because it's Friday and the Olympics opening ceremony is starting, and I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch from 12 noon Central European time. I'm going to put a link in the description to the Twitch channel, which I just started. If you want to check that out, please come along. Boris is still the Prime Minister of the UK. Prince Andrew's still the Duke of York. Julian Assange is still in jail at Her Majesty's pleasure without fair trial or due process in the maximum security Belmarsh prison. Want to stay off state, corporate, social media today? Just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.